Streamlabs Africa is one of the organizations that has taken that initiative to train the teachers. It's a national event. It happens all over Kenya. And also, if you have any query, if you want to get any information about AI skills while you are in Kenya, you can use any of those links. We have this platform. We also have Facebook. You can even get them through TikTok or even Instagram. We are not going to take much time because we know time has gone, and I just want to move faster. So the main aim of this training is to empower educators to explore the potential of artificial intelligence in education. We are in a dynamic world where we experience changes, especially in technology, and we are not supposed to lag behind as teachers because these instruments that we get through the technology should enable us to deliver our content as teachers in the best way possible. So that's why there is such training that comes. Remember, the same thing is happening to the same training is being rolled down to science teachers through the master, and I think the same is happening also as we do this. But our main objective is to reach to every teacher who is willing to acquire some knowledge on the AI skills. Session objectives or session agenda. The first one there is introduction to AI and its potential in education. Secondly, we are going to learn about Microsoft Copilot and its basic functionalities. We are going to design effective prompts and then analyze the results. We shall also create images and conduct image searches. We shall explore courses and redeem codes at the end of our training. So welcome, Mr. Mutai. Maybe you can add something there before we go to the day's business. Mr. Mutai, are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you. To members who have joined today, we did this last week, and we are now repeating again, and we want everybody to get this. You can see the slide. There is a slide where we are told, welcome. It's a welcome post. Open the chat window and answer the following question. With what AI tools are you already familiar? So you can open the AI tool in your Microsoft Teams. I mean the chat tool in your Microsoft Teams, and then you can write the AI tools that you are familiar as we go on.
To save on time, Mr. Mutai.
Yes.
Because I can see we are not so many. Maybe the people who are here can unmute their mics and just say the AI tool that maybe they have experienced or they have explored, so that we can just continue from there.
So we're giving you the chance to open the mic. Dr. Alam, Ezekiel, Edwin Kaptich, Madam Alpha. So anybody can open the mic and then, or you can raise up your hand and then you open the mic and tell us the AI tool that you might have used.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes, we are
yes.
getting you.
Hello.
Yes, yes. We are getting you, Mr. Bate.
A laptop.
Okay.
Laptop.
Somebody else? Somebody else?
Yes, I was saying.
Yes.
What about a laptop? It's one of the AI tools.
Okay, we shall look at that. Maybe we can get from somebody else. That is your suggestion. Somebody else. Okay, so that we can move faster, let me just take you to sorry. So let me take you there. Are you able to see that the screen there? Hello?
Yes.
Mr. Mutai? Mr. Bate,
Yes,
are you able to see what I've shared? AI in the world around us?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Bate has just said a laptop. When you talk about AI, this is not something very new to all of us. If you can open your mobile phone, there is that part which has this one, the speech recognition. That is where you can just speak and it types on your phone or on your computer. That is one of the AI tool. We also have customer service bots. Like sometimes you can chat with a robot whereby you just type something and you get a response from the computer. That's one of the AI tools that we have around us. Shopping suggestions. If you use your device and you search for an item using your device, you'll get so many other suggestions from different shops offering the same product. Also, we have text analysis as another AI tool. We have image analysis. You can just upload an image and you can ask your AI tool to just describe that image. There's someone who has mic on. So we have image analysis where you can just upload an image and the AI can just describe that image based on the prompt that you'll give. I think we shall look at this image analysis, even text analysis. We have word prediction in our computers, even the mobile phone. Sometimes you can just be typing a word and then another word pops up. That is word prediction. That is still AI. We also have personalized recommendations based on what you normally search. You'll get some other recommendations from your device. Individualized health plan. That's another one. Routing recommendations for maps, financial assistance on spelling, grammar, and mechanics. So when you talk about AI, this is not something that is new to all of us because it is part of what we've been uh, interacting with every day. So I think that is what I can briefly say about that. But maybe I can take you back to what we mean by AI. And from the definition here, artificial intelligence, that is AI, is the ability of a computer or other machine to perform those activities or tasks that are normally thought to require intelligence. So a machine can be given commands and things like just a human being and give feedback based on what you uh, prompt the computer to do. So I think that is what I can simply talk about when we talk about artificial intelligence. So Mr. Mtai, maybe you can add something there before we proceed, if you can hear me.
Yes, when you told us that it can predict, it can tell you what you want, it is some, and as per the definition you have just given, that it is a machine that has got the ability to have to think like a human being, to behave like a human being, actually to give something that human beings always give. If you ask a question, it can answer correctly the way you expect it. So that is the essence of AI, artificial intelligence. It has got that intelligent mind. So it's already 8:58. Can we move faster so that we can see how it works?
Okay, let's just look at a brief history of AI. AI is not very new because you can see from history since 1950s all the way to 2021 when the new AI was invented, we've been having this artificial intelligence in place. But I don't want to talk much about the history because what is more important to us now is the generative AI. That is the new AI that we are going to do practice and the one that we are going to explore and use as a teacher in our day-to-day business in our schools. So straight away, let's go to generative AI. Let's know, yes. So, I've said that generative AI is the newest AI in the education landscape, and it focuses on creating systems that can generate images, text. It can even work on the speech. For example, if you are in a meeting and you don't, there is no need of writing everything that takes place there when the meeting is on. You can simply use a speech and you can type the notes straight away from the speech that you are delivering. Sorry. So the three C's of the generative AI. So generative AI has the ability to create information, it can communicate, and also it can do the coding. It can code. Now, there is a question that has been posed. Which of the following opportunities are you most excited about? The first one there, we have personalized or enhanced learning. Number two, learner engagement. Number three, data analysis. Number four, custom content. Then we have number 5, automated processes. All these are things that AI can do. It can personalize or it can enhance your learning. It can also help the learners through engagement. We also have data analysis, custom content, automated processes. So I think you can just look at that and think which one are you most excited about, because that's exactly where we are going to next. Can I move on, Mr. Mtai, or there is anything to add?
Move on, Mr. Yeah,
Okay.
right on track.
So straight away, we are going to now the practical parts, and that is exploring the Microsoft Copilot. That is one of the AI that Microsoft has developed, and it is one of the instrumental tools that will enable us to do a lot as a teacher. By the end of this session, I'm very sure that most of us will appreciate the importance of having such a training, because some of us, we are used to traditional ways of doing things, like for example, just writing lesson plan uh, in the traditional way. But we can generate, for example, learning resources. You can prepare a very interesting lesson by using Microsoft Copilot. You can even prepare for that lesson, that is preparing a lesson plan using the same tool. And you can even, for example, you are teaching a given skill in PE, and you want to show learners the teaching points of performing that activity. So you can generate a photo that can show, or images that can show uh, how that activity is being performed with the help of this tool here that we refer to it as Microsoft Copilot. So to access this tool, most of us, or all of us as teachers, we have the Microsoft account. That is the TSE email that we were given. So the best thing you can do, you can download from Play Store uh, Microsoft 365 or Microsoft Copilot, which is one of the apps that we are going to use in this training, or in this exploring this new tool. We also have, you can just go to your browser and just type, or you can just use Copilot Cloud.Microsoft. If you can type that on your search engine, either most of us, we are using this one. What do you normally, we have, what do you call? Chrome.
Chrome.
You can use your Chrome. You can use any other search engine that you have, Edge, Microsoft Edge. But if you are using a laptop, the best thing you do, once you've signed into Microsoft 365, let me just share my screen so that I can show you where exactly you will find that. Let me stop sharing this one so that are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
What do you see there?
There's a browser.
Okay, are you able to see that window?
Yes, we are seeing.
Okay, so to get a Microsoft Copilot, there is once, for example, if you are using Microsoft Edge, you'll get it on the far right end here. That one will take you to the Copilot, or you can have it on the down here. What do you call tool? Is it toolbar or yes, hapa chini tu kwa this tool, you're able to get it. If you are using a phone, I told you you are supposed to download, then you sign in using either your Gmail, or you can use the official CSE email. Sijui kama tumepatana hapo. For example, if you are using a laptop, once you click there, you can see that it opens. Sijui kama inaonekana kwa side yenu. I'm not able to
Yes, it's
confirm.
visible.
Umeona
It
hiyo
is.
Copilot?
Yep.
Yes. So that's how you can launch it if you are using a laptop, or you can simply come to your browser and type copilot.cloud.microsoft. If you are using a different browser. So that one will just take you straight to Microsoft 365. Let's wait as it opens. There we are. So you can see it has opened. Even in your mobile phone, if you have not created the account, or if you have not downloaded, you can simply go to the browser and just click and type copilot.cloud.microsoft, and it will just open like that. Hapo mpaka hapo kufungua iko sawa?
Yep.
Yes.
Maybe
So that
to add something, Mr. Mele.
okay.
When you open that one, you have used the browser, and it is that's written, "What can I help you with?" And this one shows that it is an AI web chat using the
Yes.
latest AI models. It's a web chat. So the way you chat in your WhatsApp, the way you chat in whatever application you use. So it is an AI web chat. So what can I help you with? And then you write your message somewhere there, and then you post it. Once you start writing the message, there's an arrow pointing up, which shows that you want to send a message. You want to ask something. You want to chat with a Copilot. Thank you.
Okay. So that's how we can open the Microsoft Copilot. Let's just go back to where we were. Are you able to see the slides once again? Mr. Mtai, let me go back. Yes, that is where we were. So that's how to access or how to open the Copilot, either using the laptop or the mobile phone. So let's now delve into what Copilot offers. The first thing that Copilot offers is that it offers AI-powered web chats using the latest AI models, enterprise data protection, citation for sources, and we also have consolidation of sources from across the web to give a single summarized answer. Let's go to, there is something that I want us to look at. Also, AI has some enterprise data protection. For example, the ad-free interface. It does not do some ads, or it does not give some ads. Also, chat data that you write there or that you type, it is secure, it is private, and it cannot be used to train underlying AI models. So it safeguards also against AI focused risks, applies cool existing access controls and policies. But what you need to know is that also AI can make mistakes. Based on what you prompt AI to do, it can make mistakes, and those mistakes can be corrected through what we call iteration. I think that's what we are going to come to next. You can iterate what you had prompted AI to do before. If you find that whatever as AI has given you is not to your expectation. So AI can make mistakes. I've said that use your expertise and judgment. If you feel that whatever AI has given you is not correct, you can iterate, as I said. Then you can therefore check facts and linked sources. You can give Copilot feedback. That is, what was good about the response that AI gave you? What was, you can also share any inappropriate and inaccurate content that AI gave you, and you'll realize that you'll get a better response once you've given that feedback. Remember, it's like you are chatting with a machine, that is your computer, and that computer will just give you feedback, a better feedback based on the mistakes that you've corrected from it. What I want us to reflect on, what are specific needs for my learner as a teacher? You reflect on that. What goals should I aim to achieve with the help of AI? Are there any repetitive tasks that consume a significant amount of my time in the process of your teaching? Or how can AI tools help streamline these tasks? You can also reflect on how can AI help with my workload. Remember, you have a lot of work to do, and remember, AI is there as your helper to help you to summarize whatever you have and to make uh, your teaching and learning simpler and better. We are now going to delve into the practicum. We're going to explore the Copilot, and there are some important aspects about the Copilot that I want us to look at. And there is a term that I talked about, that is to iterate with Copilot. And when you talk about to iterate, it is simply to ask follow-up questions. You've asked the first question. AI has given you a response. What are you supposed to do? You just make judgments based on the response that you got from the AI. If it is to your expectations, it is all right. If you feel that the response that was generated is not to your satisfaction, you can ask follow-up questions. That's what we mean by iterating. You can even modify your request. If you feel that whatever you had requested has given you a response that is not satisfactory, what you do, you modify that request, and you are going to get a better response after that. After it, you also reflect on what iterations worked, what was unexpected, how can Copilot better help you. Tuko pamoja hapo? When you talk about iteration, I think when we come to the practical, you will understand this better. What I mean by asking follow-up questions. Mr. Mutai, any addition on that before I proceed? So there is what we call the prompt status. The prompt status. Once you've opened your Copilot and you want to work on something, you have some activity that you want to do. For example, you want to create an outline of a book. Mr. Mutai, you want to say something?
I spoke when I had muted myself, and
Okay.
I just realized, but you can continue.
Okay, we are talking about prompt status. Once you've opened your Copilot, that is where the Copilot was asking, how can I help you? Now, from there, you want to create something. You want to list some ideas. You want to summarize something. So those are when you talk about the prompt status, you use these verbs like create, list, summarize, design. How are you going to do it? For example, you want an outline of a book. And of course, you must specify which book are you talking about. So the verb that you must have there for it to generate that outline, you must write there create. You must use words like list. You must use words like summarize. So depending on the question that you want or the activity that you want AI to do for you, so you must use these verbs here: create, list, summarize, design. We shall look at the elements of a good prompt next. That is the 4 elements of an iterative prompt. A good iterative prompt should have these 4 elements. The first one here, we have persona. That is, you must ask the tool to take a role. You want to ask a tool to take a role. We shall look at an example down here. The first thing I've said is persona. The next is objective. Tell the tool what you want it to do. You want that AI to do something for you. So what is that you want the AI to do for you? Also, we have the audience. Specify who the content is for. For example, you want to generate or you want to design a lesson plan. You want to make a lesson. Which class or who are the audience? Who are the, for example, you can say for a grade 3 class or grade 6. So depending on who are you making that content for, you must specify it. Then the boundary. For example, if you want 10 points, or if you want 10 to list 10 points, you want AI to list for you, for example, 5 points or 10 points. So you set the limitation and give direction. Because if you just leave it open, you'll get even more than 4, and or you can get more than what you did not intend to get, or less than what you expected. So you must set a limitation and direction. We shall look at an example of a good iterative prompt that has all these 4 elements. So original prompt, this is the first prompt that you are writing to your AI. For example, you want AI to help you summarize to summarize the influence of Japanese culture on modern art. That is your original prompt. You can just type that, and remember, you will get a response from the AI tool. And Once you get the response, that is not the end of it. You now iterate it. Iterating means you make it, if you want a better answer, of course, if you type just summarize the influence of Japanese culture on modern art, you will get something, but that one is not the best. If you want to get the best out of it, you must follow the 4 elements that I talked about, the elements of a good prompt. For instance, in this one, you must put the persona. That is, act as a historian. You are asking AI to take a role. Act as a historian who is planning an outline of an oral presentation. That is the first sentence. I want you to summarize the influence of Japanese modern art to a 14-year-old. Your outline should include 6 bullet points that are easy to understand and to the point. So from this, I want us to highlight the 4 elements that we talked about there, the persona, which one is the persona, which one is the objective, which one is the audience, which one is the boundary. And somebody just unmute himself or herself and tell us which one is the persona, which one is the objective, which one is the, just from that example that I've just shared there. Bado mnanisikiza ama tumelala?
Tunakusikiza.
Okay.
Maswali yamekuwa magumu hapa kidogo.
Sijui kama mnaweza ona, mnaona chenye nimeshare hapo.
Unaona element of a good prompt.
Yes, that one. Now, there are 4 elements that we talked about. Let me just go back there so that you can also. We have 4 elements of an iterative prompt. The first one is persona. You ask the tool to take a role. The second one is the objective. You tell the tool what you want it to do. Then the third is audience. Specify who the content is for. Then the last one there is boundary. Now, I had just given you this example. We had the original we have the original prompt there, and we say that you need to make it better by adding the 4 elements. And here is an example that has been added. I just wanted you to highlight which one is which. Which one is the persona, which one is the boundary, which one is the audience, like that.
Mr. Mele,
Yes.
if I may ask you can enlarge this screen
Okay,
a bit.
let me. Okay. Sijui kama inaonekana hivyo.
Yeah,
Iko sawa, inaonekana.
Inaonekana?
Scroll iende juu kidogo.
Yende hivyo ama chini?
Okay.
Iko sawa, iko sawa.
Okay.
Sawa sasa.
The last part, yeah, it's now visible.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Melly, let me say that this one that act as an historian is the persona. The historian is the persona.
Yes.
Then we have the audience, that is the 14-year-old. And then we have the other one. This one of oral presentation. What were these 4 elements? I am about to forget the elements.
Okay, we have the persona.
The persona,
have-
that is the historian.
We have the objective.
Objective is, yeah, the oral presentation is the objective.
We have
Then
audience.
the audience is the 14-year-old.
And then lastly, we have the boundary.
Okay. The boundary is this one, 14-year-old. Then the other one should be the influence of Japanese modern art. Maybe you can give some clarification. I have tried.
Okay, you've tried. You have
highlight.
tried. Do you have somebody
Yes.
else, or I can just take up from there? Okay, there is this first part here. Act as a historian. That is correct. That's a persona. You tell the AI to take a role. So AI is taking that position of you as a teacher or you as an historian. Tumeelewana mpaka hapo?
Yes.
Now, we now have the objective. What do you want AI to do? To summarize the influence of Japanese modern art. That is the objective. Yapo iko sawa?
Iko sawa, yeah.
You want
Then
to summarize, then we have the audience.
Yeah.
Japanese art to who? It is to a 14-year-old. That is the audience.
Yes.
And we have the boundary. Your outline should include how many points?
6 bullet points.
That is the boundary. So you'll get exactly 6 points. If you ask this question, or if you can prompt your AI to give you this response, you'll get the most accurate, and you'll get 6 bullet points, and you'll get the summary. And remember, whatever you get, it is under the context of a historian. Tumeelewana sasa mpaka hapo?
Yes.
Yes, there is another example up here. I don't know whether you can see.
Yes, act as a helpful tutor. Yes. Who breaks down complex subjects into easy explanations. I want you to explain the process of photosynthesis to a 14-year-old student, I think so.
Yes.
To assist with the biology exam preparation. Your answer should be 30 words.
300.
Write it, 300 words, right? Written in a tone that is friendly and educational.
Okay, very good. So we can see the 4 elements there.
Yes.
Well highlighted. The first one is
the persona.
Persona. Act as a helpful tutor.
Helpful tutor.
Then we have the objective. What do you want the AI to do?
Explain. It is explain the process of photosynthesis.
Good. Then who are you specifying it for?
To a 14-year-old student.
Yes, to a 14-year-old student. That is the audience. That's
the
our
audience.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the last part. What is the boundary? The boundary
is 300 words.
Yeah, you are limiting the content that AI will generate for you to 300 words. Hivi mpaka hapo tumeshika elements of a good prompt. So as we try to look for some learning resources, or as we prepare our lesson, you want some notes. Remember, if you leave your objective just open, you can be teaching a grade 2 learner using information that AI has generated belonging to a university student. Are you able to see that? So if you can just specify the audience, AI will just prepare for you, or will give you information that is fit for that learner. Remember, as we teach, one of the factors that we always consider is the level of the learner. Whatever you are teaching a grade 2 learner, is not in the same way as the way you are teaching a Form 1 or a Form 2 student in the secondary school. So the content, the age vary. Therefore, the content also should be tailored to meet the level of the learner. Tuko pamoja mpaka hapo? Hello.
Yes, we are together.
Okay, let us now proceed to. So I think you will do some practical. For example, I can just share. I can just copy this. I don't know whether it can. Let me just go to Copilot. Tuko hapo? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
What can I help
Yes.
you with?
Yes.
Tunaona hapo?
Yes.
Tunaona.
So if,
Yes.
let me try pasting the. Sijui kama tunaona hiyo.
Yeah, we are seeing.
The prompt. Act as a historian who is planning an outline for an oral presentation. I want you to summarize the influence of Japanese modern art to a 14-year-old. The outline should include 6 bullet points that are easy to understand and to the point. Hiyo iko sawa? Then from there, you just go. Remember, there is also dictation, voice recognition. Instead of typing, if you have very good English, you can just click on this and you start reading or prompting what you want using the voice. But you can also type the way we just done. Then you click on this arrow, and there you'll get the answer. Don't know whether you are able to see that. So that's what the Copilot has just generated for you. The influence of Japanese modern art presentation outline. Number 1, what is modern art in Japan? Number 2, we have number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Are you able to see the boundary here? Our boundary was 6 bullet points. And exactly AI has generated how many bullet points?
6.
6.
What if we decide to just write, instead of including the 4 elements, we just write this? Let me try that. And then you compare the 2 prompts and tell me which one is the best, or which one do you think can give you the correct answer. So this is what AI has generated for you by just asking, summarize the influence of Japanese modern art. So this one, whatever you can see here, the content that has been generated is just, I can say it is very shallow. Number 2, you don't know whether this information is tailored for a given age limit of a learner. Number 3, you can say that, assuming that you expected some more information about this, you wanted a specific number of points, but from here you cannot just get the point. Sijui kama tumeelewana hapo. I just want you to compare the two and tell me which one do you think is the best. Is it just the original prompt or the iterated prompt? I can say this one is iterated because you have included some additional information. Which one do you think is the best?
The
I
latter.
prefer the original one.
The original or the iterated one? This one is the
Original.
original. This one is the original. And this one, the first one here is iterated one. Can we iterate this one so that we get the first one? Let us, for example, this one is summarize the influence of Japanese modern art. We can say down here, we can type as historian, as a historian, summarize what was it? Summarize the influence of Japanese modern art. Summarize the
Mr. Meli, I think time has gone, but I would have wished that you use something else apart from this. We put away this Japanese thing because you have already started a conversation.
Okay.
And the Copilot, because it is intelligent, is using the first chat
To
going to the
generate
second
the second
chat.
one. Yeah, yeah. True.
Yeah. So you can use something else. You can think of anything else that you can do. You can ask the Copilot, maybe, how will you teach a grade 9, a grade 8 learner? You can choose a topic and then
Okay.
give it how to teach, just how to teach. And it can give you very nice notes on how you can teach.
So we can just create one with the 4 elements, or you can say
Yes.
as a teacher,
Yes.
explain how you can teach which topic in any grade.
Members to give us the topic. Can somebody give us any topic? Whether English, mathematics, Kiswahili, even your mother tongue.
In integrated science,
Yes.
we have the structure of an atom.
Okay, yes. How you can teach
Structure of an atom.
A structure of an atom to
a grade 8 learner.
To a grade 8 learner. Grade 8 learner. You can say your answer should be given in how many points can we get from that? Or
We can have a summary of maybe
100,
200 words.
Yes,
we can have 100 words, or we can have a page.
Should be in a maximum of 100 words.
Yes.
So you can see what AI has given. To teach the structure of an atom to a grade 8 learner, I would use simple models and visuals. I would explain that an atom has 3 main parts: the protons and the neutrons in the center, that is the nucleus, and electrons moving around the nucleus. I would compare it to a mini solar system with the nucleus of the sun and electrons with the planets. Using diagrams, animations, and hands-on activities like building atom models with beads or balls helps make the concept fun and easy to understand. I would also relate it to a real-life example. So based on the number of words that we instructed the AI to give, you get exactly to that amount, to that number of words. If we had said 500 words, we can get a more detailed one. Let us also iterate this one. Let me now go to the second bit of it, that is including the image, or you can, for example, here it is talking about you can use what? Diagrams. So you can let us iterate this one and instruct AI to generate some images or diagrams. Tuko sawa?
Let me suggest that during iteration,
Yes.
let the AI give us step by step the ways in which you can, and then image will be the last one after giving us the step by step.
Okay.
That is iteration.
Let AI.
So let
give,
AI let our
give a step by step process. Of teaching the structure of an atom. So you can see what AI has done. That step by step teaching plan, structure of an atom. Start with a hook. Then introduce the atom. Break down the atom's parts into protons, neutrons, electrons. Then use analogies. For example, you can say nucleus, that is the sun, electrons, you have the planets orbiting. Then you also have the hands-on activity. Let students build atom models using colored beads or balls. Red means red for protons, blue for neutrons, yellow for electrons. Then reinforce with practice, review, and reflect. So this one is like a lesson plan, what you are going to do from the time you get into that class. Hapo iko sawa?
Iko sawa.
Okay, I want us to iterate this one even more by now including some diagrams. Tuko sawa? So I want us what Copilot uses to generate images is what we call Microsoft Designer. If you can go to your Google Play Store and just type there Microsoft Designer, you'll get AI that enables you to generate images, whichever image that you want, just by prompting, by writing what you want AI to do for you, it can do exactly that. So let us just instruct it here. For example, we can say using Microsoft Designer, create a diagram that shows the
Structure of an atom.
Yeah, that shows the
Structure of an atom.
The structure of an atom, correct. So you can see there. Let me. So we can say, we can also iterate this one, create a more elaborate diagram showing the structure of an atom. So this, whatever we are doing here is iterative. We want a final one that you can use in class. Have you seen that? Inaonekana?
Yes. Imepotea tena.
So,
Imeonekana.
but what I can say, if
Yes.
you want, for example, for images, we are still within the chart, but if we are to generate or create more clear images that you can even download, you can see this one is not easy for you to download. Unaona hii haiwezi downloadika. Let me take you.
Unaweza
Yes.
command download.
Yeah, you can command down here. Download.
Make it a
image.
downloadable image.
Okay. Let's try that.
Mr. Meli,
Yes.
after some time, there'll be an arrow somewhere beside that image, which is pointing down. It shows that you are supposed to download. It takes time. It takes time, but an arrow will appear somewhere there.
Okay. Will appear. Let's try this.
An arrow will appear beside that image. Yeah. For downloading it, but it takes time because it prepares it.
Yeah.
Unauzaje? Hiyo ni ya chess, tununue ndo tukua tunacheza tupata pesa ngapi? Unauza pesa ngapi?
I'm not sure. Maybe nitauliza.
Oh. Are you able to see? So even by just instructing the Copilot to make it downloadable, you can see. Here is a file that you can. Here is a downloadable file. Are you able to see that? Inaonekana hiyo file yenye nimedownload. Inaonekana Mr. Mutai?
The image has disappeared. But it was there. I had seen it. You can download where somewhere.
Yeah. In fact, I've downloaded. I have a copy of the same that is downloadable. So I think up to there, I can just allow you to maybe add something before we call it a day. It's now 9:51. Sometime.
Oh yes.
You can add something there.
Maybe let me ask, we still have Edwin Kolil. Thank you for staying all along, and I believe we have learned something on how to use AI in education. And there's a lot to be learned. There's only one part that we have not touched. We have touched on how to do the prompts, how to generate images. It now requires us to practice this. You can copy and paste from the learning design
Can you see that?
whatever you want to do.
Samtai, there is
And
something
once
that
you
I've
do that,
shared.
hello?
There is something that I've shared there. There is a window that I've shared. Able to see.
I'm still seeing
Microsoft
the
Design.
behavior as well.
Okay, let me go back. Let me share that so that you can maybe use like 1 minute to let me share again. Imekuja.
Yes.
So that is a Microsoft Designer. If you want even to generate, for example, you want to make some images that you can use in class, you can see the other one was just from text. You can get some text, but here you can just type designer.microsoft.com from your browser, and it takes you here, designer.microsoft.com. Then it takes you to this page where you can now design your images. For example, by clicking create here, create with AI, you can just type what do you want, image, it's open. So you can describe the image that you want AI to generate for you. For example, there is an example that has been given here. A colorful, for example, design or create a colorful animal or object with a playful, or so you can change this to whatever you want to generate. For example, you want a book cover. You can say create a book cover with a lion, giving commands. You want to teach a given story to some learners. I like giving some commands to other animals. Giving commands. Let us specify the animals. Like giving some commands to a gazelle, hare, and a giraffe, for example, with the background should be a forest. Just let me just end there and see what AI can generate.
Mr. Mel, it looks like you're not using the slide that we are seeing on the screen.
What I see?
We are seeing
That one.
we are not seeing what you are typing.
Sorry. Let me share.
Maybe let me request that since we are only 3 now, that the other members have left, maybe because of bundles. Why can't we reschedule this and we continue and finish up everything? Because we cannot finish everything now.
Are you able to see that one?
Yeah,
Ni
it's
sawa.
now. Create a book cover with, yeah.
So at least you can.
We are seeing the book cover. Imetoka vizuri. Here's a book cover with a lion giving some commands to a gazelle, hare, and giraffe. The background should be forest. It is there. So you're seeing the lion, we're seeing the giraffe. We're seeing some small animals there. We are seeing the forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is it.
And when you use this one now, you can still edit by iterating.
Yeah.
And you can download.
True.
Yes. There is download there. So why can't we end here? And maybe let me ask Mr. Colin, what time is suitable for us to start tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Good evening once again.
Good evening to you.
Yes. Tomorrow I'll be active on the semester part.
Okay.
From around 4 to 6. Maybe we start earlier at around 7.
Okay.
Yes. And then there were some people who are asking in the group which I was, if there is something, maybe stipend like that one.
What we can offer here is a code which you will redeem.
Yes.
And that code can be translated to be a batch.
Yes.
I don't think there's any stipend here because we were not given that effect.
Okay. So you will share from where?
I don't know where you found the link.
The link I found it on our WhatsApp group, which we were having the retooling.
Okay.
The link was shared by Madam Alfin, the CSO Metiti.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We can still ask Madam Alfin to reshare tomorrow.
Yes.
And then we can do it. In the evening.
Okay.
So welcome.
So we can end there.
Okay, thank you.
Let's end there, and then tomorrow we'll finish up, and then we go to the browser, we go to Microsoft Learn. That is where everything is.
Okay.
So, let me thank each and everyone who attended today. And maybe, Mr. Mel, can you close with a word of prayer?
Okay, shall we pray? Everlasting Father, in Jesus' name, we come before you this evening. We thank you, Father, for you've been with us since we started this training until this time, oh God, that we are going to break. Everlasting Father, I pray that you may cover us with your blood till tomorrow when we shall also meet. Father, I pray this, trusting and believing in Jesus' name, I pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
So we are free to leave.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Try to meet tomorrow.
Sawa sawa.